Fentanyl. It's an epidemic sweeping our country and more specifically our home state of Missouri. And a lot of people talk about the dangers of fentanyl and fentanyl related deaths. But what seems to be getting overlooked is the lack of investigative follow up, closure, and justice in fentanyl related deaths. So today we welcome Wendy Parrish to share her story about the injustice surrounding this deadly drug and the lives it takes every day. Wendy, welcome to Unscripted. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy to be here.
Yes. So, Wendy, could you tell us about your niece, Lilli, and the documentary you're working on, Lilli's Light?
Yes, so my niece Lily was like my heart. She was my niece. I didn't have children, so I basically stole her from my brother every chance I got. And we were very bonded from the beginning and just very close. And when she was 18, she went to a party, and we don't even know what she thought she was taking. But somehow she wound up with enough fentanyl in her system to kill 10 people. And she died that night. And the people that were around didn't recognize the signs, and they were scared, of course, teenagers. And so they came up with alternate stories of what happened that night, and didn't call 911 to get her help. And then about 10 hours later, four of them put her in a car and drove her to a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot nearby. So my niece, who was 18, died from fentanyl poisoning. And I say fentanyl poisoning because she did not overdose on fentanyl. My niece, Lily, never meant to take fentanyl. So it is poisoning, and that's where we need to recognize the differences. And so once I gathered strength and started looking into what fentanyl was, I mean, it was 2016. We didn't know what fentanyl was. When I started looking into it, I was just like, oh my God, this is a poison, and it's on our streets and it's killing a generation. So I started Lily's Light in her honor so we can continue to do things together. And my hope is that eventually no other family has to live the nightmare that my family lives every day.
Could you, if you can, could you tell us about the lack of investigation into this, and or what happened to those involved surrounding? Because it seems like I would want justice for those who did not readily want to help her, but assisted in her death.
Absolutely. So again, it took a while for me to gather the strength to start looking into it. And then when I realized what lack of any kind of investigation there really was, they did the bare minimum because her death was labeled an accidental overdose. So basically, when you put that label to it, it's, well, she did drugs, she shouldn't have done drugs. And I'm just like, when you look through the text messages and everything, no one says like, hey, I'm bringing the fentanyl. I've got the fentanyl for everybody. They talked about twisted teas, some talked about cocaine, things like that, which of course should never even be tried. And these days you can't because fentanyl's in everything. But whatever someone gave her had fentanyl in it. And so it honestly just got swept under the rug. When I started looking through the investigation records and the notes, and I was horrified and I was sickened by how quickly they just went through everything. There were no arrests, no prosecutions, no justice for my niece, who not only died in front of people, she wasn't even alone. People watched her die and then stood around, a couple of the four of them, two girls that are supposed to be her best friend, a couple of boys, stood around and decided to come up with alternate stories of what happened. And so the investigation never went anywhere. I have access to all the records and everything, and trying to get anyone to care. And I understand that after so many deaths, they get this, I don't know, I guess like they're desensitized to it,
Yeah.
but we're not. We're
Yeah.
not. I met with the detective last summer, and the things that he would just come out and say to me, and I'm just like, you you saw my niece dead on the ground. You saw my niece. And how can you tell me like, well, we didn't get anything tested because of budget constraints? And there was a rape kit done, but it was never sent in because what's the point? And it wasn't going to go anywhere anyway. And these things that I just can't believe. I understand that they deal with it a lot, but you're talking to a family that's never dealt with it. And you're going to tell me that because of budget reasons, you're not going to get the substances. Well, why do you do a search?
Yeah.
Why do a search of a premises if you're not even going to test to see what had fentanyl in it?
So, Wendy, for more information on Lilli's Light and this documentary you're working on, where can our viewers go for more information?
Yeah, so Lily's Light right now is on Facebook, so you can do a search for our page, Lily's Light. I post on there daily updates and different stories. Also, the documentary that will be coming out is Texas Pictures Documentaries. They have a large following on YouTube, so that will be coming out shortly. They came and taped it in March. So they're in the editing process, and that should be coming out. That really focuses on her life and what, the details of what happened. But,
Wendy,
we need to hold these people responsible.
absolutely. That was my number one thing. Wendy, first of all, thank you for sharing your story. Second of all, I don't know how her so-called friends can live with themselves and how there's no justice coming to them, because karma will get them, if not the legal system. That's just my opinion. Thank you for sharing your story. We appreciate it. We'd love for you to come back and give us a follow-up once the documentary is released.
I would love that. Thank you very much.
Thank
for
you
the
so much, Wendy.
opportunity.
Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. More fun on Unscripted coming up after this.